Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Let's move into the code language conversation. The code language conversation. We got desire versus purpose. Desire versus purpose. You know we're gonna start off. We just gonna get straight into the definitions of them, right? We're gonna go to the definition of desire. So desire definition: a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. I'll say it again: desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Right? Then let's look at the definition of purpose. Purpose, the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. So I wanted to discuss, and I'll read that one again. Purpose, the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. So I wanted to do this code language on desire versus purpose because a lot of folks in our society, due to it being capitalistic society, so it's by design, so I'm not blaming anyone for it, but the majority of folks here operate in desire. They move in desire. They choose careers off of desire. They spend off of desire. They lust off of desire. It's a very desire-driven place that we live in our country over here on the American side or in the West because of capitalism. So when you're desire-driven, a lot of your motivation, a lot of your inspiration ends up being superficial. Because of what those said desires are. A purpose-driven person, on the other hand, desires to complete their mission. Because desire and purpose aren't hand in hand. Purpose, the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. It's a little deeper than just wanting a purse or wanting some shoes or wanting that bike. You know what I mean? It's a little bit deeper than that. Desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Both can get you to be consistent. Both can get you to be dedicated. Both can get you to be motivated. But if you have to put one up against the other, desire is going to be linked and rooted to potentially superficial things. Your desire could be to fulfill your purpose, but that would make you purpose driven, not desire driven. It would just put you in alignment. That's what we would call alignment. When the two come together, right? Your desire is to fulfill your purpose. Now they call that living off what you love in translation, right? This what I want to do. This what I'm supposed to be doing. And this how I get my bread. That's the real triple threat, right? That's when desire meets purpose in the right way. But if you had to choose one of the two, right? To be driven by, to be motivated by, to lean on when it's rough, I would say purpose. Your desires can change from day to day. Desire is an emotion. I think that's one of the biggest differences between the two is that desires can change from day to day. Desire is an emotion, right? It's emotionally based. Purpose is what it is. There's no amendments to it. This the mission. You can get off the mission, you can abort mission, but you're not gonna feel right because you know your purpose and now you're not on it. or you don't know your purpose and you know you're supposed to be seeking your purpose, but you still making the same decisions over and over instead of going down the rough road to figure that out. When you purposeful, it's easy to do it when you don't want to do it. You could put desires off. You could put desires off. You may not feel like working the overtime you need to work to be able to take that extra vacation this year. So you put that little desire off real quick. I can afford to just do the 40 hours. I ain't even tripping. I want to save my time, and do something else. I want to come home, right? You can put your desires off, but your purpose, time is of the essence. Time is of the essence with your purpose, right? So there's no right or wrong to what I'm saying. It's more of just a thought process and a perspective on how to look at these things together, how to help them work in cohesion, how to gain balance, right? It's good to put these concepts next to each other sometimes and see if they parallel or if they perpendicular. And these two can cross, but they can intersect in good ways or they can intersect in ways that don't necessarily work out. Because if your desire is something that's out of alignment with your purpose, you can spend a lot of time pursuing something that you want real bad, but that purpose is what you're supposed to be doing. And so that would be a bad intersection of the two. A great intersection of the two would be this, like I said, this is what I want to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is how I make my bread. That's the triple threat right there. Desire versus purpose. An amazing conversation to have. I think that this one gonna be one of them ones that get the comments jumping. Shout out to Joe Jet, shout out to Deacon, shout out to Ash, shout out to JD, shout out to Rob, shout out to I'm just shouting out some of the people that I'm gonna have to give wrenches and make admins because this conversation is one of them ones. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This one of them ones for sure. But yeah, that's it for the code language conversation for today.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and that hardened